She could still hear the screams. They weren't fading, they were getting louder. Louder than the pounding in her chest. Louder than the wind outside her window. Louder than her own thoughts begging her to stop listening. The door was locked. She knew it was locked. She had checked it, twice, but when she blinked, he was standing inside her room, tall enough to scrape the ceiling, bent in half, black lips hovering inches from her face. "Let's hang out." She woke choking on air, her hands bleeding from gripping the sheets too tight. It was a dream. It had to be a dream. But the blood was real, and the knocks were starting again. This didn't begin tonight. It began 7 days ago, when the moving trucks came. Saturday night, the air smelled of rain and oil. The apartment complex was silent, except for the sound of metal scraping. She peeked through her window. A massive U-Haul slammed against the dumpster, rocking it like a toy. The truck door swung open, and he stepped out. He was tall, too tall, wide shoulders stretching far past normal human proportions, arms hanging loose like ropes, hands too big, fingers moving separately. Alive, she should have closed the blinds. She should have gone back to bed, but she stayed, and she swore he watched her back. Though she never saw his eyes, by morning she had forgotten him, or maybe she wanted to forget, until the knocking started. 6 a.m., hallway lights flickering, the sun not yet risen. Knock, knock, knock. She looked through the peephole. White shirt, huge frame, his chest filling the circle. She opened the door. His face, gray skin, cracked like old clay, lips black and peeling, no teeth behind the smile, only darkness. "Let's hang out." Her chest felt warm, safe, like she had known him her whole life. She slammed the door shut, locked it, but that night, she dreamed of him, the name Mikey filling her mind. Did she know him? By Monday morning, she convinced herself it was nothing, until the knocking started again. This time he held something, a pastry, golden brown, dripping with caramel and chocolate, glowing in the early morning light. Memories hit her, a kitchen table she didn't recognize, a boy with the same face, handing her a cupcake shaped like a rose, laughing, smiling, best friends, but she didn't have a best friend, she never did. "Let's hang out." She slammed the door, looked at her hands. The pastry was gone. In its place, a crude peanut butter and jelly sandwich, smeared unevenly, some on top, some underneath, like it was made by someone who didn't understand food. She threw it away. Work didn't help. Every blink she saw him, every breath she heard him. By lunch she couldn't tell what was real anymore. Did they grow up together? Did he push her on a swing? Did he teach her to ride a bike? Tuesday morning, he waited outside her car. She didn't see him walk up. One blink. He was just there. "Let's hang out." She turned to run, but warmth flooded her chest. Memories of sunlight, birthdays, baseball games, memories that weren't hers. She followed him. The apartment he led her to wasn't empty. It was alive, walls pulsing like breathing flesh, shadows stretching toward her like hands, and in the middle of the room, photos, hundreds, thousands, all of her, baby, child, adult, photos no one could have taken. She ran, locked her door, didn't open it again. The knocking didn't stop. Police arrived Wednesday. They laughed with him, called him Tommy, hugged him. They walked into his apartment. Minutes later, screams, no one came back out. By the 7th day she was hollow, no food, no water, voice gone from screaming. The knocking never stopped, sometimes soft, sometimes loud, sometimes rhythmic, like a song only she could hear, other times, silent, long enough to believe he was gone until the next knock rattled the hinges loose again. Then the locks clicked open, all at once, the door melted into the floor, only blackness beyond, whispers, voices she knew, her mother, childhood friends, teachers long dead, calling her name. He stepped forward, limbs unfolding in unnatural angles, neck cracking as his head tilted toward her. "Let's hang out." The smell of rotting meat hit first, wet soil, iron. The apartment dissolved, only void remained. Eyeless, behind every reflection, him, Mikey. Footsteps echoed, a man appeared, perfect black suit, calm smile, clipboard in hand. Eternacorp, the trillion-dollar tech empire known for unlocking human memory. "Congratulations," he whispered. "You're the first one to remember him on your own." Mikey's gray hands rested on her shoulders. Memories slammed into her mind. Birthdays, baseball, the swing set, but the truth bled through. His hands weren't pushing her higher. They were holding her down. His lips weren't kissing her. They were feeding. Ready for what? She tried to ask. The clipboard man smiled. To merge. Mikey stepped forward. The ground rippled like water. Faces blurred. Everyone she knew wore his smile. Every laugh echoed his voice. Mikey hands caught her. Hundreds. Pulling. Stroking her face like a child's. Every moment she thought was hers. First steps. First kiss. First heartbreak. All his. "Not a person," the clipboard man whispered. "You're a vessel." He's been trying to come back for centuries, and now, he's home. When she opened her eyes, she was back in her apartment. Normal walls, normal furniture, news playing on the TV, breaking story, another wave of disappearances linked to Eternacorp's memory retrieval program. Victims reported seeing a tall man with gray skin, prior to vanishing. A knock at the door, her hand moved on its own, the door swung open, and she smiled. Let's hang out. Silence. No knocks, no whispers, no heartbeat pounding in her head. The hallway looked normal, people walking, doors closing, children laughing outside. But when she turned, the apartment was gone, only black. Mikey stood in the center, smaller now, human-shaped, gray hands folded neatly. That same black-lipped smile. Shapes rose from the darkness, hundreds of them, thousands, all exact copies of her, all smiling, all whispering, "Let's hang out." The clipboard man appeared, calm, silent. "Welcome home." She woke in the park, bright sun, birds chirping, children playing, everything perfect, too perfect. A woman with a stroller, black-lipped smile, a jogger passing by, black-lipped smile, her own reflection in a car window, black-lipped smile. The knock came again, inside her head, across the street. Mikey stood, white shirt, normal height. Let's hang out. This wasn't her world, it was his. Every face was him, every child, every stranger, all Mikey, all smiling, all waiting. The chant grew louder, echoing from every direction. Let's hang out. But she knew one thing. You'll hear the knock soon. You'll open the door, and when you do, they'll hang out, forever.